Liam, Bournemouth will be your 100th game in charge of Oxford United Women. First of all, congratulations. Second of all, can you talk us through the journey that you've been on with the club?
Firstly, thank you. I don't know, I can. It seems like a blur. I don't know. I guess I was left to pick up the pieces when we got relegated from the Championship, and I guess we sort of built an half decent team so far. It's been an unbelievable experience and opportunity. Something that I've sort of relished and I've been grateful to have the opportunity to do. And it's been nice to rebuild the club and to build it the way that we have, or the way that I've sort of seen best to do it. And I've been really grateful. I've worked with some fantastic players, coaches, and we've had some phenomenal support throughout the time. And it's nice to see where the club is and the support that we've got now, and the way that we're competing and the crowds that we're bringing in on a Sunday.
And you say it's been a blur, but what have been some of your favourite moments or games?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I guess there's been some big games over the time. I guess the probably the one that stands out the most is when we played Cardiff after lockdown. The FA Cup. We had 1 week of training to prepare for an FA Cup game, and because of how the COVID rules broke, I know Cardiff had been training for 5-6 weeks, and just the dedication and commitment from that group of people, staff and players, to do everything that needed to be done as much as they could to be in the best position as possible to win that game. And then we were unfortunately knocked out the round after in extra time to a team that had been playing all year through. So that character and drive within that group then was unbelievable, and that was a great result, and one that I don't know, just sits quite highly. Just trying to think what else. I think when we beat Chichester here in our first year, they were flying high. They were top of the league, and they were the first team we ever played, and they'd beaten us 3-2, and we had a few decisions go against us, and we beat them here, and we finished a month off where we won 6 games and kept 6 clean sheets, and it just felt that we massively turned a corner as a club, and we were moving in an upward direction. That was sort of the icing of the cake on that, and well, I guess there's a number of games you could pick out of last year, because some of those games were superb to be a part and to watch back. Was it the game before Christmas against Ipswich, there was a massive turnout here, and just the way the game sort of played out was great. And I mean, that's to name a few. I can probably name quite a few others, but yeah, it's been really positive.
You speak about the desire of sort of teams in the past you've had, but you've also spoken about the mentality of this squad that you've got together now. I mean, how special is this team that you've got?
Unbelievably special. And I think it's one of the groups where they are like creating our destiny will be in our own hands. However we approach the rest of the season moving forward, I think that we're in a very good position. We've got some very good players, we've some very good people, we've got some great depth, some competition, and we still got 5-6 players to come back from injury after everything that's gone on so far. So yeah, it's been brilliant. Been working with this group, and it's sort of built on year from year with the type of people and characters that we have, and it's the same with the staff. I've been fortunate enough to work with some fantastic staff, and the group we've got now is brilliant, especially with when we've got some of the supporting roles coming in, like Shorty, Nev, to oversee what we're doing as a technical team is unbelievable, and we're in such a good position as a club because of it all, and the support we're receiving from the main club as a whole, which obviously with everything that happened wasn't there to start with. So it's nice to be able to build us back up, and obviously the hiring of Gemma a few weeks ago is big for the direction we want to move forward.
Yeah, and you say it's been 100 games, but it's been over the span of 4 years because of COVID and the way women's football works. How have you seen the women's game develop over that time period?
Massively. I mean, I think the level we're playing at now is probably what the Championship was when I first joined the club, and I was the development team manager. Like looking up and seeing those players, the way the game's improved, the attendance, the ability, the depth of player and interest in it's been brilliant. The summer will obviously be a massive help, and that's something that we need to make sure that we continue in any way that we can, both within the county and obviously on a national basis. But yeah, it's just come on leaps and bounds, and I think it will continue to build.
And Court Place Farm has been a really important part of your time here. You've made it a fortress of your own, and how special is it to play here?
It's great to come here, but it's a home. Like I know obviously the club's home is at Kassam Stadium, but we play and we train here. and we're here 2 nights a week. We train on the pitch that we play on. The staff here are lovely. They're brilliant to us, and they're so welcoming and accepting with everything. And it's just a nice place to come to. And I think the atmosphere that you can generate on a match day is brilliant because of how close people can get to the pitch, and it's such a friendly place to come.
You've had a couple of really tough decisions go against you with COVID and promotions. How much would it mean to you for this year to be the year that Oxford United get promoted back to the Championship?
I think it'd be any year, and I don't think we really need to talk about that at the minute. We'll break things down and we'll go month by month and game by game. We've got some massive fixtures coming up, which we know we need to be aware of. We need to be at our best. But again, as long as this group of people and players that we've got keep improving and keep moving forward, then that's the main thing, and that's all we can really ask for as a group of staff. And we'll see what that brings at the end of the season.
324 goals scored in your 99 games in charge. It's quite a stat. But that attacking football is something that you really try and instill here, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we like to be open and we like to be free-flowing. I believe that we recruit very good technical players with a very good tactical understanding. And the way that links up sometimes, we've scored some unbelievable goals here, wherever. And it's been amazing to see so much stuff come off the training ground into games, which I can't always say I've had with groups of teams that I've worked with. But we seem to really, the last few years especially, really have improved and developed that. And yeah, I didn't know that was the number. I mean, yeah, we'll take that for sure.
And Bournemouth on Sunday, it would be really great for you to win your 100th game in charge, but more importantly maybe for the team to react from that frustrating 1-1 draw last weekend.
Yeah, that would be the main thing. Yes, it would be lovely to get 100 games in, but at the end of the day, to get the game, each game is the most important bit, and that's how we build on everything we do. We'll take that game. 100% we want a reaction, especially with how things were taken out of our control in a way at the weekend. I know I can't say too much, but yeah, and the girls, seeing the girls after the game, they had fight in their eyes, and it was just they didn't sulk, they weren't upset, they were annoyed, and that's the best thing for me, because then I know tonight we'll have a reaction, and then things will be the right way, and they'll go into Sunday with the right mentality that they're a very good team, and we can't take them for granted, especially if we want to advance in the cup.